afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Sunday debate. It's a live edition of the debate, live tweeting, live interaction. We'll take a few of your comments, and we have a very topical subject once again. Over the past 1 week, the spotlight has been placed on the deadly, nefarious, and the repulsive bond that politicians in India share with the mafia. We have seen how Vikas Dubey was protected time and time again, ladies and gentlemen. A murderous underworld don was able to travel from Kanpur to Faridabad to Haryana to the national capital to Kota in Rajasthan to eventually Ujjain in Madhya Pradesh with ease, even during a lockdown. This, ladies and gentlemen, could not have happened. Neither his 30-year career in the mafia without political patronage. His arrest in Ujjain sent shivers down the spine of top political leaders in Uttar Pradesh who were clearly worried that should he squeak out the slimy details of netas who worked for him and whose work got done by him. His arrest may have ended in an encounter, but there is a diary out there, and the details of each and every dirty, deadly, and bloody deal that Vikas Dubey did for politicians is there in that diary. But today it's not just about Vikas Dubey. It is about everything that someone like Vikas Dubey represented. It is about the rot. It is about the brazen complicity and the brazen overtures that are made by gangsters to political parties and political parties to gangsters. No party, let me begin by saying, no party is innocent. No political party is clean. So this Sunday debate, we will confront them all. We will question them all. And we will ask, is it time to identify, expose, and end the mafia neta links? Because this Sunday debate, we hashtag expose mafia politics. I'd like both sides to start with their opening remarks, perhaps, and let me open the floor on both sides tonight. Couple of straightforward questions. Let me start with my question number one. Mukhtar Ansari to Iqbal Mirchi to Raja Bhaiya, question one. To Vikas Dubey, is it time to identify, expose, and end mafia neta links? I'm just putting this broad question to open the debate, to get you started. So which side would like to start first? Can we have a raise of hands? Okay, Zafar Sareshwala on one side. Okay, Shantanu on the other side. Okay, Zafar first. Zafar, go ahead, Zafar.
See this dangerous criminal politicians police nexus has been for years, Arnab. We have seen this grown in Ahmedabad with Latif. You know, Latif was a dreaded don, and it was not that there was a nexus. He was totally controlled by then Home Minister in Gujarat. Every single day, Arnab, his 40 or 50 trucks laden with alcohol would come into Ahmedabad. And they were totally, in support. The police van would support it, and it would come and distribute in Ahmedabad. And these politicians, they keep both. So there was Latif on one side, and there was Babu Bhaiya. And they would use them. So it would be beyond anybody's understanding to think that these people reach to this level without the politicians' support, and because of them, the police. Now you go to UP, Mukhtar Ansaris of the world, Babu Bajrangi, Munna Bajrangi, then Atiq Ahmed, Bablu Srivastav. You come to Mumbai, the D companies of the world, the Arun Gaulis. I mean, can we believe that these people reach this level without full support of the politicians? And there is a dangerous nexus And we have seen about Vikas Dubey also now. So there is a nexus of politicians, criminals and the police. And till it is not destroyed, we will see reoccurrence of Vikas Dubeis of the world. And there are still lot of dons there in UP, in Mumbai, in Gujarat, so many other places.
So your point is that it exists. You don't go into specifics. You broad-base the debate at the start. Let me specify it. What about Mukhtar Ansari's links? How is there no mafia neta nexus when gangster Mukhtar Ansari, who has over 40 criminal cases including murder and kidnapping against him, and was even an accused in the 2005 murder of BJP legislator Krishnanand Rai, has a flourishing political career. As an MLA from Mau in UP for 5 terms, we should hang our heads in shame. And the problem is that people like you, Zafar, will not go into specifics. I'd like Shantanu to come into the debate. Shantanu, let's be specific. Please, let's be specific. Let's be specific. Who made Mukhtar Ansari?
I said Mukhtar Ansari.
But who made him?
Is supported by Samajwadi Party.
Mention the parties.
BSP. Yes, of course.
Mention the parties.
I also said Atiq Ahmed. But I also, of course, Samajwadi Party, I said Latif Congress.
Who made Atiq Ahmed a don?
I have said that it is...
who made Atiq Ahmed a quote-unquote don?
The first Samajwadi Party, Samajwadi Party first, then BSP. Latif was created by Congress Party. So every single political party has their share.
Shall we open the debate?
I have been very specific, Arnab.
Okay, Shantanu is responding on the other side. Yes, Shantanu.
Yeah. Arnab, because I document history, just give me a minute to just trace it out. In 1947, when Indian polity started, Congress started, and everybody started from Congress. And the only polar part was Bharatiya Janata Sangh. So under Jawaharlal Nehru, we know how nepotism started, how corruption started, and how covering up of whatever it takes to win elections started, right? The only counterpole was Bharatiya Janata Sangh, a very idealistic politics by Shyama Prasad Mukherjee and Deen Dayal. But in the regional franchisees, and half of them came from Congress, half of the regional parties came from Congress, or they learned from Congress, or they worked with the Congress. This is the style they learn. That family-led politics. Family-led politics. So apart from CPM and Bharatiya Janata Party, every party in India is a family-based party. So that's what they learned from Congress. How to save Quattarachis and Warren Anderson's types. So Congress was doing at the big level, like Iqbal Mirchi types, and Samajwadi Party, Lalu Prasad Yadav, they institutionalized criminalization at the regional level.
Okay, so your sweeping comment at the start.
Congress
Okay, all right. So you've got responses. Your sweeping comment at the start is that there are only 2 political parties untouched by gangster mafia links. Interestingly, you say they are the Communist Party and the BJP. Now, before you raise your hand and you counter, Tanveer, let's put you through a truth serum test. Raja Bhaiya, I'm sure you've heard of him. Aren't you ashamed that Mulayam Singh government in 2003, Raja Bhaiya, here he is on your screen, he served in the Akhilesh government of 2012. Shame on you people for not speaking out against it. Viewers, the person on the screen, Raja Bhaiya, we are talking about mafia politics. He faces charges of murder. Tanveer supports him, abduction, corruption, dacoity. He's charged under the Prevention of Terrorism Act of 2002. He's released with Pota charges dropped, and dropped by whom? By the Mulayam Singh Yadav government 2003. He's rewarded. Rewarded by whom? Samajwadi Party. Brought into the cabinet 2012. But for people like Tanveer, the problem is that for people like Tanveer Savio, it's all right because it makes the Samajwadi Party stronger. Tanveer would never say that my party will never do a deal with another party which makes a mafia don, a murderer, a killer, an abductor, a dacoit into a minister. These are small things for him, Savio. These are small compromises. These are quote-unquote secular compromises. Tomorrow he will say, Raja Bhaiya is secular. Raja Bhaiya is secular. And that's what matters.
And ironically, Arnab, he talks about cleaning the mafia system and the mafia nexus with politicians in your show last week.
Shame.
That is what he was talking about.
A crying
When
shame.
you yourself, Tanveer, in the debate we did a couple of days ago, spoke about the criminal nexus of politicians with the mafia. Have you gone about changing it with the alliances that your party makes?
A crying shame, Tanveer.
With the alliances and the mafia within your own party.
Can I speak,
Come on,
Arnab?
Tanveer. At least be honest enough to admit
Arnab,
that you talk but don't walk. Be honest enough to admit that you talk but don't walk.
Savio,
listening.
I have certain names. Brijesh Singh, sitting MLA, and Arnab. Keshav Prasad Maurya, sitting the Uttar Pradesh Deputy Chief Minister. Sakshi Maharaj. One sec. Savio, when I heard you, have some patience. Savio, you are a journalist. I have a lot of respect for you.
What you're going
Savio,
to do.
I have a lot of respect for you, Savio.
I do the same for you, Tanveer.
Savio,
but by taking BJP's name or BJP leaders linked to mafia, does that obliterate the fact that your party and your alliances are the same?
Savio, I lost an election badly because, you know, I didn't take any support from criminals. That's the reason I lost my election. Let me just tell you. Brijesh Singh, Keshav Prasad Maurya, Sakshi Maharaj,
you lost to the Congress party. You are accusing the Congress party of using the mafia against you. On live television, he lost to the Congress party. Therefore, he accuses the Congress party of using the mafia against him. Who from the Congress party used the mafia against you? Come on.
I as an individual.
No, not you as an individual. Shantanu is stuck. 1 minute. 1 minute. No. So that shows the dichotomy. He just says that it's all right for my ally to use a mafia. It's all right for Samajwadi Party and Congress Party to use a mafia. This is secular mafia. This is secular mafia. Shantanu, this is secular mafia for him. So the concept of a secular mafia comes up. Tanveer espouses the notion of a secular mafia. Ratan Sharda, the nation wants to know what the hell is a secular mafia. Raja Bhaiya is a secular mafia. Atiq Ahmed is a secular mafia. Mukhtar Ansari is a secular mafia.
What the hell is the saffron mafia? What the hell is saffron mafia? What the hell is saffron mafia?
And what the hell is secular mafia?
He is a criminal and he's facing criminal charges.
Since Tanveer started
what the hell is saffron mafia?
Tanveer started from elections.
You say Congress is not your ally, then how did Deve Gowda go unopposed to the Rajya Sabha? Answer me. You say Congress is not your ally, how did Deve Gowda go unopposed to the Rajya Sabha? Answer me. Answer me. You're stuck.
We had.
You're stuck.
They didn't file the candidate. Deve Gowda is a big leader. Everybody respects. Even
the question was on Raja Bhaiya. He did not answer. Ratan Sharda. He conveniently moved away. He conveniently moved away from the question of Raja Bhaiya. I open up the debate right now. I go to the question of Raja Bhaiya. I welcome Vandana Singh on the debate with Ratan Sharda right now. Ratan Sharda and Vandana Singh are on the debate. Ratan Sharda.
Where does the mafia get the power?
Ratan Sharda and Vandana Singh are on the debate. Ratan Sharda and Vandana Singh. Ratan Sharda.
From where does mafia get the power? This mafia began getting the power when elections were held by the chits, by paper votes. So they could capture the booths for you, they could capture the villages for you and win the elections. So the goons who were controlled by the politicians realized their power. They became politicians. Now politicians are slave to the same goons. That is the bitter truth. That you people use the same mafia to get the votes. This is the reason you people oppose EVM. Because EVM has killed the huge industry of these voting mafias who control booths, who control the votes. Please let me complete. And this entire talk of action against the goons doesn't work because when you kill goons in Hyderabad,
from the BJP.
Mayawati is happy. But when the goon is killed in UP, Mayawati unhappy. And about the encounter, let me tell you, I have figures from NHRC. The largest number of encounters that took place were in Rajasthan, UP, Maharashtra, Delhi, Andhra and Uttarakhand in year 2004, 2000, in 2009 to 2013. The highest, fake news is here. आप टोकिए मत मुझे, देखिए आर्ग्यूमेंट पूरी करने दीजिए. Don't try to shut the argument out. In UP, Manipur, Assam, West Bengal, Jharkhand, these were 2009, 2013 maximum encounters. None of these governments or maximum governments are non-BJP. So non-BJP governments use the same encounter policy being used by BJP now. So these encounters have no ideological color. It has no political shade. It takes a shade when your opponents does it, and when you do it becomes very good.
Yes,
mafias don't have any colors. For this
No. 1 minute. May I for a minute, please, before both of you come in. Manaswi, before you come in and after Ratan Sharda completes, I want to make a point, and then I'll pass it on to you. Don't be so restless, Manaswi, please. Manaswi, don't be so restless. Wait a minute. Listen, let me give an intervening remark between both of you.
When encounters were done in Mumbai by Ribeiro, you welcomed it. When Ribeiro did encounters, you welcomed it. When it was done against D Company's opponents, you welcomed it. And when D Company got under trouble, it was supported by same politicians to escape, even in Pakistan. That is how political class behaves. That is how political class supports goons.
I'll answer you.
Okay, may I, before you come in, Manaswi, make an intervening remark, please? May I make an intervening remark if you don't mind? May I please? You see, in the structure of Indian society that was built pre and post independence, a Jajmani system was created. The Jajman being the patron. And in my view, the Congress party and whatever came out later as the Janta Dal and other parties which slowly splintered through the 70s, 80s and 90s were, eventually you see, you must understand, Manaswi, the root was the Congress party, the culture was the Congress party.
Exactly.
VP Singh, allow me to complete this small assertion. VP Singh may claim to have fought Rajiv Gandhi, but his root was Congress party. You have to, the root of all these people, whether it's Sharad Yadav or all the others, root was Congress party. And in this Jajmani system, here is my view. You had two circuits. One is the Lutyens circuit, finely manicured, Delhi Gymkhana, gin drinkers. And the other circuit was that which was allowed in what you call the boondocks. Now, in the quote-unquote boondocks, you would allow mafia, gunda, retired zamindar, whatever. You would allow every corrupt regime to operate as long as it satisfied two things, Manaswi. One, its influence must not come to Lutyens. So you have to be 50 kilometers outside the national capital region. You can do what the hell you want. In Mirzapur, Agra, Jaunpur, Jabalpur, you can Chambal, you can do what you want. Just don't come to Lutyens. Second, your structure must be subservient to Lutyens. So as long as Phulan Devi eventually listens to Arjun Singh, the ex-Congress leader, it's all right. The structure has to be subservient to Delhi. And so you outsourced it. You outsourced systems of dominance. You oppress the people of India through these mafia. Please understand, a Mukhtar Ansari, a Raja Bhaiya. Let me give you the most horrible example is that of Atiq Ahmed. What about Atiq Ahmed's links? Is there no Neta Mafia camaraderie when Don turned Neta Atiq Ahmed, who had to be put in jail outside Uttar Pradesh to end his crime influence? He runs an extortion racket. He's part of Samajwadi Party. And what is the aspect of Mulayam Singh Yadav's personality which is played up the most? That he was a Pahalwan. What is the concept of a quote-unquote Bahubali? You idolized it far before Bollywood did it. He is part of the Samajwadi Party with Mulayam Singh Yadav at the helm. In 2014, and these are pictures of Raja Bhaiya and Mukhtar Ansari, right now I'm talking about Atiq Ahmed, when Narendra Modi is elected Prime Minister of India in the elections of 2014. No, 1 minute. Guess who is given a Samajwadi Party ticket in the same election?
Afzal Ansari.
Atiq Ahmed, Shantanu. Atiq Ahmed fights on a Samajwadi Party ticket. Raja Bhaiya is part of Mulayam's son Akhilesh's cabinet. And all of Lutyens' Delhi, Manaswi says, oh, you know, Akhilesh is so smart, he's savvy, he's going to give computers to everyone. Didn't you ever think that he made Raja Bhaiya a cabinet minister? Did you raise your voice then? No, you wouldn't raise your voice, Manaswi. You know why? This is secular mafia.
You never had a debate.
This
then.
is.
If you would have had a debate.
Oh, if Arnab had a debate, it wouldn't have happened. This is secular mafia.
Now let me.
Your formulation, you forgot one
Yes.
aspect of the history.
Now let me come in.
Okay. Pratik and Manaswi are on the debate. First, Manaswi. Pratik, wait for Manaswi. I think I've cornered him. Wait for Manaswi and then you respond.
First one.
No, one minute. Let Manaswi make his point, please. Wait, Manaswi and Pratik.
Maybe the roots are from the Congress, but the BJP is the. Yeah.
Roots are
Pratik, please let me make my point. Thank you, Pratik. So maybe the Congress is the root of everything, but the biggest tree for this particular root, for the mafia link, is BJP. I'll tell you how.
Okay.
43 from the first Lok Sabha to the 17th Lok Sabha, 233 MPs have a criminal record in the present times of BJP. And not only here, in UP, if you look, of 312 MLAs, 114 MLAs have criminal charges.
Kya bol rahe ho? What are you saying, man?
MPs from UP, 35 have criminal charges out of 61. So 41.
What are you saying, man?
Every party is linked, but BJP is the biggest player. If you have to create a robust economy or a robust democracy, the lawmakers
Manaswi, if I am not mistaken, you are from Gujarat. Manaswi, okay, Shantanu is raising his hand. Manaswi, if you are not mistaken, you are from Gujarat, no? You're from Gujarat. You're live from Ahmedabad, no? 1 minute, no? Arey Baba, 1 minute. Pratik, before you respond to Manaswi, may I? I want Pratik to respond, but before that, Manaswi, you're from Gujarat, no? You're from Gujarat, no? No. You're from Gujarat, no? You're live from Ahmedabad?
In 1980.
Or Zafar. Okay.
Yes, like you're live from Mumbai, I am live from
Okay. Here's a question to you. Since you say every problem is presently of the BJP, Pratik and Zafar and Pratik, you speak.
I'm asking.
Now, whole point is,
I'm asking the lady from Gujarat.
Arnab,
It's a joint problem. See, Congress started it, but BJP plays it well. The game may be, the rules may be set by the Congress.
Pratik and Manaswi.
Arnab, whole point is,
Pratik and Manaswi.
digest this thing. Arnab, this is the whole point is, now everybody knows that, Arnab, whole point is, come on here, let me speak at least. Manaswi, I had a patience to listen to you. Please keep quiet. So Arnab, now everyone knows, that who all groomed these criminals and now who all are eliminating them. See, Manaswi is not aware of the facts. If he will see the history, then do you remember that the hijackers of a plane who asked for release of Indira Gandhi were given Congress tickets? And how the elections in UP were managed? Are you forgetting Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi? Mukhtar Naqvi, and are you forgetting about Atiq Ahmed, Raja Bhaiya, Vikas Dubey? And you have some shame to comparing them to Keshav Prasad Maurya. Are you aware that how they were imprisoned, how they used to get the tickets, how their wins, how their elections were managed, and how they secured the win? Are you aware that they used to contest elections from the jails and they used to win? Have you heard of any of these sorts from last
Thank you.
That is why they are out of politics. Now tell me a simple thing.
And do you have some shame? Do you have some shame that secular mafia, Brahmanwad and all those things you are bringing for the persons like Vikas Dubey, who's been accused of mass murders, who've been accused of killing police personnel?
Pratik, a small point I want to make here. Pratik, a small point I wish to add. Manaswi, thank you. No, please don't be so persistent with repeating the same point. See, Manaswi, you are from Gujarat. You know, your lack of information. Stop it, no, yaar. Manaswi, now, please stop it. Otherwise, problem is just be quiet. Don't be reactive. Be responsive. In life, you should be responsive, not reactive. See, Manaswi, in Gujarat, Santokh Ben. Gujarat police called her the underworld queen. She ran one of the biggest crime syndicates, hundreds of hardcore criminals, murders, kidnappings, 525 criminal cases against her gang. Which party made her an MLA? Congress. Congress made her an MLA. Secular mafia, no?
For once you speak about Reddy brothers, Arnab.
No, I will speak about Reddy brothers also, but I was hoping that you would.
Yes.
But the question is, fundamental.
You are only identifying Congress, SP, JDS and all are next.
So you are justifying, okay, fantastic. Fantastic.
They are enjoying in power.
Criminals,
All right.
change parties come to BJP, Ganga Jal se snan ho jata hai, there is no problem on them. So BJP is a crime-free party. That is what you are trying to say.
Sharda chit fund. People who were accused, as soon as they come to BJP, they are absolutely clean.
To win elections, they bring MLAs as criminals. To win elections, they have MPs as criminals. But that is all okay.
I'd get Anila Singh to answer that question. Anila, you have a counter question first. First counter question coming your way from Tanveer. First counter question coming your way from Tanveer. Thank you, Tanveer. Thank you, Tanveer. Now here's the question. Tanveer asks you a question. He's basically telling you that you have no right to take a moral high ground because you allowed a Neta Mafia nexus. You gave tickets to the Reddy brothers. Not just that, you allowed another mafia member, mining mafia member Janardhan Reddy, to campaign for the BJP in the Karnataka Assembly elections in 2018. Why did you do that?
Add four more names, Arnab. Brijesh Singh, Keshav Prasad Maurya, Sakshi Maharaj, and Yogi Adityanath
I don't
himself.
know why Mr. Tanveer and his political party has got so much of allergy from Bhagwa. This party, and especially if I talk about Tanveer and
so Janardhan Reddy is a Bhagwadhari.
They have got some sort of they are ergophobic.
No. Janardhan Reddy is a Bhagwadhari.
From Bhagwa, but we do not care.
No. You are justifying Janardhan Reddy as a Bhagwadhari.
These people, they have got some sort of.
So if they have a secular mafia, you justify a mafia in term by using a political ideology to justify it.
एक राष्ट्र के जीवन में सुन लीजिए
बोलिए
और जाकर अपनी पार्टी वालों को भी बता दीजिएगा कि एक राष्ट्र के जीवन में व्यक्ति जो है एक मां के गर्भ से भी जन्म लेता है और एक संस्कृति के गर्भ से भी जन्म लेता है और भारतीय जनता पार्टी वो दल है जिसने भारतीय संस्कृति के गर्भ से भी जन्म लिया है।
जनार्दन रेड्डी भारतीय संस्कृति के प्रतीक हैं। जनार्दन रेड्डी and the Reddy brothers are the symbol of Indian culture according to Anila Singh.
This country is
according to you, no, 1 minute, Anila ji rukiye, Anila ji rukiye, no, 1 minute, Anila ji rukiye, Anila ji please wait.
How dare he says saffron terrorism. He has to take his words back. I will tell him what is terrorism. In today's date, what we are observing in Jammu and Kashmir, in Northeast, in South, wherever, it is all because
it is true she is a bit cornered.
What you have sold, India is
and her party has a criminal nexus.
Modi is trying to correct that.
Talk about Keshav Prasad Maurya.
What?
Talk about Keshav Prasad Maurya, please. Talk about Sakshi Maharaj. Are they not criminals?
Come on, tell me about Keshav Prasad Maurya.
Reddy brothers, don't they have criminal records? Talk about it.
I challenge you, Mr. Tanveer.
I know everything about it.
Mr. Tanveer, I challenge
Much
you. Now you tell me about Mr. Keshav Prasad Maurya.
Tell me how many FIRs are pending against him.
Like tomorrow if I go.
Tell me about Brijesh Singh.
Tomorrow if I go and file
Tell me about Brijesh Singh.
couple of FIRs against you. couple of FIRs against you, then should I sit on the panel and say Tanveer साहब के बराबर बड़ा जो अपराधी कोई नहीं है?
I absolutely, there is no FIR against me.
I mean, just sitting on the panel, you are going to accuse Deputy CM of Uttar Pradesh. What do you know about Uttar Pradesh? I come from Uttar Pradesh, and I know each and everything of this great state. I know that how this state was distorted by political parties like Congress,
Uttar Pradesh
BSP,
indeed is a great state.
I know that
Uttar
how they
Pradesh is indeed a great
with the help
state, but
of the
people who
criminals,
are ruling
how they
today are
led
criminals.
this nexus,
I still haven't got an answer. Thank you. Problem is, Tanveer, you did not remain focused on the question where Anila got cornered. Anila ji, please listen to me. Listen to me, Anila ji. I am surprised. Anila ji, could you please listen to me? Anila ji, would you please kindly listen to me? I am asking you. I am asking you. Listen to me, Anila ji. I repeat the question. I asked you a question about the about giving tickets to the mining mafia, your response was about Indian culture. I don't know the link between the mining mafia and the Indian culture. And then you said people are trying to attack those who are Bhagwa or saffron. Are you telling me that Janardhan Reddy, mining mafia member, is a representative of saffron Hindutva culture? If that is the case, let me also ask you, the BJP did not act against gangsters like Raghuraj Singh, who despite being on the run for his crimes, he was included in Kalyan Singh's cabinet in 1998. How can you claim to be different? Anila Singh, answer me. Is Raghuraj Singh a representative of Indian culture or of Hindutva?
I'm saying they play the game well.
Answer me, Anila Singh.
He has no answer.
You are supposed to be the party with the difference.
My response to Sanskriti or culture, Arnav,
No
allow me
answers.
please. You have asked me a question, allow me. My response was...
No, I have more questions,
My
Anila
response
Singh.
was-
I have more
Sanskrit
questions.
culture
Yes.
with Munda
My
Raj
reaction
is okay
was...
because
my
it is BJP.
My reaction about culture
Anila
was...
ji, not only
because
this, when
Sandeep
Mukul Roy
ji
joined
was
BJP,
accusing
वो गंगा
Bharatiya
जल से
Janata
नहा
Party
लेता है. When
and
Deepika
he
Dutta
was
joined BJP,
defaming
गंगा जल से नहा
Bhagwa
लेते हैं.
Kala.
नारायण
My
जोशी
response
BJP, गंगा
was
जल से नहा लेते हैं.
because of
When
that.
Ajit Pawar
Now
forms
let
the
me
government
ask-
in 48
No,
hours, all
now I
cases
will
go
tell
away.
you. Now
That
I
is
will
what is
tell you.
happening.
Let us
You
all
are a
come.
party with a
Thank you,
difference, but
Manasvi.
you are
The
not
question is
different.
to her. Let her
You
answer.
are party with Congress as per the lines of Congress.
Let her answer, let her answer, let her answer. Don't answer
to
for
any
her.
person who
Anila.
has got FIR against him or her. So just I mean I am saying this thing. I am saying this thing, but
What are you
like
saying?
somebody has to listen to me.
What
We
are you
live in
saying?
a democratic country. Even if a political party gives to a person who has got FIRs against him or her, it is the public which elects that person.
So if Janardhan Dwivedi is elected, DK Giri is responding. DK Giri is on the debate. DK, finally, DK is on the debate. DK.
We talk about Congress, Sappa,
He's not
Baspa.
sure or know what he's
So
talking
in
about.
today's date, if
But
Bharatiya
there
Janata
is a
Party has
structural
got maximum
problem.
number of
There is
member of
no point
parliaments or
mudslinging here.
TRLAs, if
All
you're going to
parties
say,
who are
oh, we
more or
are
less
Anila, listen,
degree
DK
are
louder.
guilty of patronizing the criminal. So we should realize that everyone, we need structural reforms in our electoral process to debar the
Savio and DK.
contesting.
One of the co-panelists
This is a structural problem. Let us.
No,
there
it's
is
not a
point
structural
mudslinging.
problem. DK Giri.
The problem is we need serious electoral reform to bar these people from coming into public
but
life or
DK
political
Giri,
life.
sir,
Each party
DK
is
Giri,
guilty
the
of
electoral
patronizing
reform
criminal
start
and
within the political
those who are
party
charged to
themselves
Just
criminal
wait a minute, no?
activity cannot be allowed to
Electoral
practice
reform
politics.
start within
Now,
the political
in Uttar
party
Pradesh, that
themselves
36% of MLAs have a serious.
You've got to manage the audio levels.
Across the political party. So, Arnav, when you have raised an issue like this, so important
to have
DK.
political, make a criminal-free politics. Let us campaign
DK,
for
I
that.
can't get your
There is
audio
no
properly.
point
There's a
saying
problem in audio. Thanks very much. DK, 1 minute. DK, 1 minute. Wait, DK, 1 minute. DK, 1 minute. DK, 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. DK,
of
and
patronizing criminal.
yeah, DK, listen.
That is the point.
DK,
So you have done a good thing, but not party
How do you
political
bring
and
political reform?
deflect.
It has to happen at a party
okay,
level.
Savio minute. DK, wait. Savio minute. DK, wait. No human being can manage two people who are speaking over each other. So just wait a minute. Wait a minute. Question here is, okay, if you want straightforward questions, you must stop doing theory over it, first of all, DK. You can't talk like this. You know, if tomorrow, if the police kill people, you say we want police reforms. If we say why did somebody run away with 1,000 crores, you'll say I want structural reforms to stop corruption. If I say that why is rape not being tackled with stronger laws on rape, you'll say I want gender sensitization. Please don't broad base your replies. Be practical and talk about the immediate. Manojit has his hands up. Professor Manojit Mandal, since you're from Kolkata, will you call out the mafia politics of the Trinamool Congress? When in July 2019, there were clashes by the TMC after a local BJP leader had lodged a complaint against illegal construction by Borough 7 Chairman Jiban Saha in Tangra. Why was the Trinamool Congress protecting the mafia? Will you call out, and sitting in Kolkata, I expect that you will call out the mafia politics of the Trinamool Congress, because its own councillor Anindya Chattopadhyay of the Bidhannagar Municipal Corporation was arrested and accused of extortion. Right? Only after Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina alerted and raised the issue with Mamata Banerjee in July 2016. You need a Bangladesh Prime Minister to tell Mamata Banerjee that the mafia is operating right under her nose. What is this mafia operation that's running in West Bengal?
The names that you are taking right now, are not even heard by the panelists out there. And the reason is quite clear. And you also must take pride in the fact that you have got some connection with Bengal, where this level of mafia raj doesn't exist. Let me tell you this on the first count. Yes,
we'll have Ratan Shah
do have problems. There are criminals in politics as in other states, also in Bengal. But
you are talking
the bigger mafias that we are discussing right now,
done in Bengal?
Can you name one
okay,
of
Ratan, let him
in Bengal who has got this kind of connection?
Mafia of Malda,
some murderers,
mafia
some criminals definitely are there.
Okay.
And yes, I must call out some of the names who are actually former TMC members, now coveting BJP's post. Arjun Singh, Soumitra Khan, and you have one MP from one MP from North Bengal.
My dear
they had
friend,
all criminal, nexus. They had all criminal cases against them, cases of murder,
what is the point?
Extortion. All of them are elected members of the parliament, and that is the most worrying point of
Professor Mandal. Professor Mandal.
I'm not saying that there are no criminals in
Bengal is a wash.
Professor Mandal.
Bengal is a wash.
Professor Mandal.
Illegal immigrants who are ruling Malda,
the name that
who are
I
ruling the
taken,
majority
Mr.
Muslim
Singh,
districts of
is known to
Bengal.
everybody.
Those are the mafias who kill Hindus, who frighten Hindus. Your mafia is one that kills Dalits. That is the mafia. Your mafia is cadre-based. Your mafia kills people who oppose you. Your mafia kills people who are against the Muslim smugglers.
We don't have extrajudicial killing cutting across political lines. Let me tell you this. Even during the left regime, we did not have this kind of encounter killings. We do not believe in the culture of extrajudicial killing at all. Because of the fact that we don't have this kind of mafia empire, the kind of mafia empires that we are talking about in other states. Luckily, we don't have or not.
Okay, Ratan Sharda is countering you more, Professor Mandal.
People hanging Dalits, hanging poor people who are opposed. Monojit Mandal is very selective, Arnab. His mafia exists in Malda, where the entire illegal immigration of Bangladeshi Muslims rules the roost. They frighten people. Your mafia is TMC. Oh, so political murder is not mafia. So TMC can kill BJP cadre. The TMC can kill BJP cadre. The TMC can kill the Harijans, the Dalits.
These are political murders. It happens cutting across political line, and I have no qualm in acknowledging that, Mr. Sharda. But we don't have mafia raj. We don't have extrajudicial killings.
I don't agree with you. I don't agree with either of you. I'll give you a couple of examples, if I may, Ratan Sharda and Monojit Mandal, because if we are to Ratan Sharda and Ratan Sharda,
political murders are allowed.
Ratan Sharda, if I may, Ratan Sharda, if I may, I'd like Pratik Som to come into the debate. Manojit, if I may, Monojit, if I may, I'd like to give two examples, and here's my view. My view is that when business is done using strong arm tactics, muscle men are used, right, to exercise control. Eventually, there's a financial interest behind all this. And that's when you see the loose definition. You see, you may say today, Monojit, to me, that we don't have mafia in Bengal. Because your understanding of mafia, your visual metaphor you're using right now is Raja Bhaiya, Vikas Dubey kind of mafia. But there is a very, 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 very strong, there is a very strong mafia around property in Bengal today. Around real estate. It is called the syndicate, and it has become extremely strong. I ask you today, Monojit, listen to me. You are in Kolkata, and therefore we will, Pratik, you are in Kolkata. You know today, you try doing a property transaction in Rajarhat. You try doing it, and I'll take a bet with you if the syndicate does not come to take their cut. And the syndicate also ends up sharing the money with those in power. As a citizen of Kolkata, you should not be in denial about it. Prateek, so one is the real estate mafia. And real estate is usually at the core. Prateek, the liquor mafia. Yeah. Let me tell you, in Haryana, the strongest mafia is the liquor mafia. And the BJP allowed the liquor mafia nexus. In Panipat, remember when 4,000 cartons of liquor was stolen from a sealed godown in Panipat in a span of 4 years? No arrests were made. Where did the liquor go? So, like there is a liquor mafia in Haryana, there's a real estate mafia in Kolkata. I think both of you should be honest enough to admit it instead of being in denial on the program.
Sure. So that is
Prateek.
Arnab, now you have come to
Prateek.
Now please, if I may submit, Arnab, if I may submit, now as you have come to Haryana liquor mafia, the first thing JJP government did after coming in government was changing the liquor policy, and immediately after that certain FIRs were registered against the liquor mafia to stop this trade. As we are talking about the mafia in politics, Arnab, this all panel has a problem that
Monojit, let him complete. Monojit, let him complete. Monojit, I'll come to you. Let him complete. Let him complete, Monojit.
Now, now let me tell you.
No, do you accept there's a liquor mafia in Haryana?
See, let me tell you the reason how the criminals were groomed in Indian politics in UP. Yes, in UP, Haryana and Bihar and Calcutta, the reason is because what we have heard in Indian politics of booth capturing. All muscle men, all the criminality, all these bahubalis were used for that purpose, and these are the same lobby who always ask that EVM should be scrapped. There should be ballot system, because they want that the old system should come back. There should be booth capturings, and these criminals, these bahubalis, these mafias should come into play. This is the reason they want that EVM should be scrapped and ballot system should come. As far as Haryana liquor mafia is concerned, after coming to power, first thing we have changed is the liquor policy. We have taken a feedback.
Yeah, Vandana Singh, she's free to come in.
Have come as a part of the policy. Who makes a liquor policy?
No.
We have made
you're free to come in on the debate. Vandana Singh, by the way, one second. I've just been told Vandana Singh wants to come in. Vandana, feel free to come in at any point of time in the debate. I'm not stopping you, but before you come in, I want one counter to Monojit Mandal. Okay. Vandana wants to come in. Vandana, go on. Vandana.
I have one question here to all the panelists. Why single out one political party and one caste community and one religion? Everyone has patronized the criminals or the mafia in this country. Every party, every political party has association with mafia and these criminals. So why are we talking about only Congress, Samajwadi, BSP? Why not the present dispensation? And in UP, they are in full command. They are ruling. So they have to control this. And I have one point to make here, Mr. Goswami.
Let her complete. Shantanu, let her complete, then you respond.
We're talking about the criminals. Why are we bringing in their families? I have been watching Vikas Dubey's 12-year-old son, his wife, his mother. They have been put in the camera and they are forced to issue statements. Why? What kind of a life that 12-year-old is going to have? He will be known as a gangster's son. That means we're preparing another Vikas Yadav. Can we rectify that? What kind of a civilization do we have in our country? What kind of a civilized society are we?
Yeah.
We just sit here and blame each other. We say this party patronized. Let's talk about the present. The BJP is ruling. And why only Raja Bhaiya? Let's talk about Mukhtar Ansari. Let's talk about Chinmayanand, who's a rapist, who was allowed to put in the hospital. Then he gets out and the girl is in the jail. Why? Bapu, Asha Ram. They're plenty.
Names
if we start naming,
they're all in jail.
Show would be over. If we talk about these criminals
maybe you're
and
out
the
of touch.
conspiracy between the political
Vandana ji,
party
maybe you're out of
criminals.
touch.
When
Aruna
are
ji,
we
make
going
your
to
out of
expose
touch.
this
The
nexus
name you are
between
telling, they're all in jail.
politicians
Mukhtar Ansari, nothing to do
and
with
the criminals?
BJP. Afzal Ansari,
There's a
Atiq
larger
Ahmed,
issue here.
Mukesh
It's just
Shabuddin,
not which
Raja
political
Bhaiya,
party is ruling
Prajapati,
and who patronized who.
Vajpayee, Pulan Devi. They're nothing
There's
to do with
something wrong with
BJP.
our
I think you're a little
system.
out of touch.
Can we
You're a little out
issue
of touch.
a white paper here?
Talked about
Can we bring out the white paper?
Saffron Mafia. The
Can
Congress
we-
talked about
can
saffron
all
terror.
the
Now
political
Tanvi is
parties
giving
decide
a
not to
new
give the
term.
tickets to any
Saffron Mafia.
criminals,
Let me
any
tell you about
person
cases
who
about
has a
Yogi
criminal
Adityanath. I documented
background?
every
Can they
case.
do the check?
Arnab.
No.
You know when Yogi Adityanath politics flourished, Arnab, in the times of Mulayam Singh Yadav, in the times of Mayawati, in the times of Akhilesh Yadav. Why 2007 the first FIR was lodged against Yogi Adityanath? You know why? For public disturbance, right? Because he was going in public and he was exposing Mulayam Singh Yadav. He was exposing Mayawati. And in last 15 years, they were never able to prove any charge against Yogi Adityanath. You know how vindictive Mulayam Singh Yadav is? We all know how vindictive Mayawati is. If the charges were true, why they were not able to put Yogi
Adityanath came in power and the first thing he did was he gave himself a clean
Yogi Adityanath
chit.
is the one who flourished in adverse conditions. When even
there
BJP was
something
not
called
in
judiciary
2004, 2009,
in our country?
he won exponential margins. So you guys don't even know about people. You're out of touch. Travel, come out on the road.
Police and army,
And then
they
you
both
realize how
politicized today in our
UP is
country.
finally getting its share back. UP is finally getting its businesses back. Talk to businessmen. Talk to businessmen in city after city. How the business cartels are finally...
There are 119 encounters in UP. Are you saying there are no innocent person who has been murdered?
These extortionists are getting killed. The Hafta Mafia,
If the 120th it happens to be your son, my son,
getting
your
killed now.
relative or
Mulayam
my
Singh Yadav
relative,
established the Hafta Mafia throughout the state. That was Mulayam Singh Yadav's politics. We all know in north of
And
India,
what are we
Arnab,
establishing
Lalu
now?
Prasad Yadav in Bihar and Mulayam Singh Yadav
There
in
is
UP.
nothing called justice.
But Vandana, 1 minute. Vandana, 1 minute. We all agree that it's not good, right? The mafia connections with politics. But then all of you people are only complaining when tough action is taken. You know, you won't allow the links of Indian politicians to the mafia to be made public. Allow me to complete, Vandana. Allow me to complete my point. Allow me to complete my point, Vandana. Allow me to complete my point, Vandana. The CIC in 2012 said that the government should disclose the annexures to the Vora Committee report based on a right to information application. Why were the annexures never made public? Because the dirt about political connections will be unearthed.
I agree with
Because then, Savio, we will finally know which Indian politician is connected to Dawood Ibrahim.
Exactly.
We want to know.
Exactly. Why does nobody talk
Savio
about Dawood Ibrahim?
Savio and Tanveer. Savio and Tanveer are on the debate right now. Savio and Tanveer.
Dawood Ibrahim, a couple of years ago, wanted to surrender. Who was the politician in Maharashtra that did not allow for the surrender of Dawood Ibrahim? Ask the intelligence. Ask the RAW. Who was the politician in Maharashtra that did not allow?
Why didn't you take any action? You are the one. The Prime Minister is from BJP, the Home Minister is from BJP, the Foreign Minister, the Chief Minister, everybody. Why? No. Just sitting here and alleging is not going to solve the purpose. Why did you take an action? It is such a great news. Such a great news that if at all you know the name of the person, why don't you name the person?
Savio!
Name the person.
Dawood wanted to surrender. Why was he not allowed to? What did Dawood have on the Indian politicians? What did Dawood have on the Indian politicians?
Exactly.
Why are you not able to bring Dawood back to India?
You are the one who was accused in...
Who was the party in power, Tanveer? Who was the party in power at that time?
Tell me the
Who
name of the
was
people.
the party in power? It was Congress NCP. Who was the Congress NCP politicians that are covering Dawood? Who are the Congress NCP politicians?
No. Equally. Let's open up all the cupboards and take out all the skeletons right now. Should we?
Yes, we should.
Should we? Should we take out the skeletons then?
Please.
Then I would also ask a couple of straight questions now. People won't like it. I mentioned Santokh Ben, the underworld queen of murders and kidnappings, right? Khadal Jadeja, son of the crime syndicate operator Sandok Pen, was fielded by Sharad Pawar's NCP, right? Was fielded in the elections by the NCP, despite him facing more than 15 cases of murder, attempt to murder and extortion, which means that in the biodata of an aspiring MLA in India, you need to be a person accused of murder, attempt to murder and extortion. And then we ask Ratan Chadha, why do good people not enter politics?
Exactly.
Why would one want to enter politics when the person against you is a potential murderer and an extortionist?
Crime plus corruption equals to a good candidate.
Yes, so who? Which political parties gave them tickets? Which political parties gave them tickets? Ratan Chadha.
The BJP, which
don't theorize with me.
Which is the largest party.
Don't theorize with me.
Why don't we have a law that...
Don't tell me about laws.
The people, Vandana sitting here...
You people are in La La Land, I'm in reality. I want, 1 minute, Ratan Chadha, 1 minute, Ratan Chadha, 1 minute. I want, 1 minute, Ratan Chadha, 1 minute. First of all, be quiet. You are sitting in Gujarat, I'm giving you examples from Gujarat. 1 minute. I want the next generation of Indians, good, passionate, nationalistic, educated, professional Indians to enter politics. And I tell you, there are many like me who would like to see the next generation, lot of people in politics and governance. But how is it possible if you have this quality of people entering? Manojit is on the debate. First of all, Ratan Chadha. Manojit, listen. Manojit, listen to me. I want to tell you something. Ratan Chadha, before that, I want to respond to Manojit once. Manojit, you said that you yourself have connections with Calcutta and Bengal. You should be proud of it. Yes, I am. For your information, as you very well know, I started my career in Kolkata, right? So I love the city, but that's not the point. The point is this today. Manojit, you are saying we don't have mafia. You call it syndicate. It's the same thing. And you know you're talking about Vikas Dubey. Have you not heard about W. Singh? W. Singh, extortionist, you know what he did in 2014? He led a murderous assault on policemen. It was the fallout of enmity with a close relative of a Trinamool councillor over control of a building syndicate. Why does Trinamool allow these kind of elements to grow? So, when we speak about attachment to a place, I will not hesitate to point out if there's something wrong in Guwahati or Kolkata.
The point is deeper.
Please.
The point is why the educated and the honest people are turning away from politics.
Because these are the people, these are the people who've taken it over, Manojit.
Good people for the debate. And I completely...
Because these are the people who've entered politics, Manojit.
Reserve of young and educated.
Manojit, these people don't get tickets.
Yeah, I'll ask you. 1 minute. Ratan Chadha, let me ask him. Professor Manojit Mandal, you're a professor, right? You'll be able to fight an election facing extortionists and murderers. Would you want to?
No.
That's the point.
I won't. No.
That's the point. You just answered your question.
You see, if Arjun Singh defeats Mr. Dinesh Trivedi, Arnab, if Mr. Arjun Singh defeats Mr. Dinesh Trivedi, certainly I can fight election anywhere in the country.
No, you see, you didn't answer my question, right? I'd like Ratan Chadha to respond.
Let us get into specifics.
Yeah, get into specifics.
If Arjun Singh could
get into specifics.
Bengal has a long history of encounters. Very specific. Bengal, every political party has used encounters and killing of the opponents. Siddharth Shankar of Congress killed communists recklessly across Bengal. Then the Communist Party killed Congress activists all across Bengal. Then TMC killed communist people during their own reign. So this continuous bloodbath of Bengal doesn't allow any honest person, any decent person to come in politics. Now coming to encounters which Vandana talked about, let me be very specific. She did not listen to my earlier argument. Manojit, you have lost the argument. Please.
I'd like to take the discussion forward with a couple of visual references, please. I began 1 minute. Anila Singh is on the debate. Everyone's on. I wish to just give you. There were visual images which went viral on social media of the Shiv Sena's candidate from Nalasopara and former D gang member walking together at a rally. Okay, so why should I not ask how deep this nexus exists? It's not just mafia neta. Mayawati Mukhtar Ansari links. Is BSP not a mafia party? When it was Mayawati was welcoming Mukhtar Ansari in 2017 in her party ahead of elections, saying that his family and everyone has been framed in false cases. Tell me about it. Like, we need to really think about what we have done in our politics and what we have allowed. RJD Shahabuddin links. DK Giri, secular mafia. RJD leader and then Minority Affairs Minister Abdul Ghafoor met gangster politician Mohammad Shahabuddin at a jail in Bihar Siwan district. Both were seen having refreshments together inside the prison in clear violation of the jail rules. When we started the Republic Network, there was a phone conversation we put out between Lalu Prasad and Shahabuddin, where Shahabuddin was telling Lalu Prasad, why are the policemen coming in and not allowing my gangsters a free run? You want these pictures not to be put out, is it? Why DK embarrasses you? Secular mafia DK?
Why not? No,
secular
not
mafia
all,
DK?
Huh,
secular mafia?
Exposed across the political parties. I made that point. Nothing more to say or now.
Why nothing more to say?
Nothing more to say.
Why nothing more to say? Because it embarrasses you.
Mafia has infected.
Anila.
Mafia politics has infected every political party.
No.
Every political party. So we have to cleanse it. That is my point. Singling out any party will not help.
I'm not singling out.
Going to ask
So
such criminals should be allowed in the politics. They are going to sit mum. On your panel, everybody is saying that criminals should not be given tickets.
It is like COVID.
Just one. No, it's not like 1 minute. You're just oversimplifying it. Thank you, DK. Anila.
Should be inducted. But at the same time, I need to ask how Punjab became Udta Punjab. Can anybody come out and say? Don't we know that who Malcolm Singh was and what did he do? Don't we know that what Amantullah has done in Delhi? How Delhi riots, they started and how we supported these people, how we lost many lives in Delhi recently. Don't we know that Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, she goes to the houses of the writers and says that I am going to give advocate to you so that you can fight cases against the police personnel in Uttar Pradesh? This is the reality I am telling you. These political parties who has promised their lives and political careers to these criminals, now today they are saying that yes, we should not have criminals.
No, that is no point. Let's focus the debate on criminals and politics. You are all over the place, madam. No, there is no
corruption.
There are all kinds of violence, but we are talking criminalization of politics.
One point. We are getting very specific now. I give you another example of the secular mafia. 1 minute. Ratan Sharda and Manojit Mandal. Secular mafia. 2016. I don't know if I have a visual reference for it. Shahabuddin comes out of jail. 2016, Shahabuddin comes out of jail. During the Lalu Rabri rule, he walks out of Bhagalpur jail. There are 400 SUVs, 400 SUV cavalcade as he comes out of jail.
Yes.
And you expect me not to ask about it? Was this not political patronage? What are we doing to this country? Manojit, unless people like you learn to speak up against quote-unquote secular mafia, and Tanveer gets some spine to speak about it, I don't think we can make a difference. Ratan Sharda wanted to come in. I've given innumerable examples. Every time I give a specific example, Tanveer Ahmed looks down.
I wanted to come in.
Yeah.
Why we have a problem of not eliminating mafia? The reason is simple. When mafia is killed, the people on the human rights side immediately come on board.
Human rights, bleeding heart.
The innocents being killed in UP by Yogi government. Did they ever speak when YC Pawar had encountered people in Mumbai, when Ribera had encountered people in Mumbai, when Parambir Singh, the current commissioner is
India is not a banana republic. You are going to kill people whom you want and you are going to allow people to survive whom you want.
So only your encounter becomes banana.
Why was he killed? Vikas was killed.
Tool when Congress does it or Samajwadi Party does it. Tanveer, can I tell you the numbers of people encounters done by Congress government? Can I tell you? Can I tell you how Dawood was betrayed? By how the police was betrayed against Dawood when he was going to be encountered in Karachi?
Okay, on the debate. No, let's get very specific. Let's get very specific out here. Tanveer Ahmad, 1 minute. Ratan Sharda, 1 minute. Ratan Sharda, you raised a very valid point. I want to take it forward. Ratan Sharda, you raised a very valid point. I want to take it forward right now. And 1 minute, please. Let's bring the focus back to the debate. Bleeding heart. Moment you target, and on this, I want Shantanu to come into the debate. Moment you target a mafia guy, you have a whole group of bleeding hearts, liberals, crying for the person. Oh my God, is human rights. Oh my God, law enforcement. Right? Let me ask today, when a nun was hacked to death by the mining mafia, when a nun, Sister Valsa John, was surrounded by 50 people and hacked to death in Jharkhand's Pakur district by the coal mining mafia, where were the bleeding hearts then? When S. Bhuvaneshwaran was brutally hacked in front of his child in Tamil Nadu by the land mafia, which was in cahoots with the Congress DMK, where were the bleeding hearts then? And the last example I will give, 50-year-old Dr. Iqbal Ghani Khan, AMU professor, skull was smashed and shot dead in February 2003 under the BSP's rule by the land mafia. Where was the bleeding heart then? Where were they then? When Dawood was carrying out terror attacks, where were they then? DK Giri, you want to come into the debate? Then don't theorize with me. Shantanu is on the debate.
Not theorize, I'm telling you the fact.
When Dawood masterminded the 1993 serial blast, 317 people were killed.
Why don't you mention
317 people were killed. Where were the bleeding hearts then?
burning a family alive?
Shantanu is on the debate right now. Shantanu, 1 minute, DK. Shantanu first and then you.
Matrix, Arnav. They used to see which state it's happening. Then you say which caste it's there, which religion is there. Is it secular? Is it fitting a narrative? And once all the checks are over, then only it will become a news for them. Then it will become a Twitter. Their fingers will not move in Twitter if the combination of the caste and the religion and the state government doesn't suit them.
Don't polarize on violence. It is universal. Come on, Shantanu, you can't defend it. Yeah, you are polarizing again. You are polarizing. What about Dara Singh? Dara Singh and Gramston. He burnt 2 teenage children in cold blood. What about that?
Yeah, Graham Staines incident was a terrible incident, but that doesn't justify any other incident. 1 minute. Shantanu is on the debate responding to you. Thank you. Let's keep it fast. Shantanu.
There are 3.3 crore cases pending in the Supreme, in all the courts, and even then we have a summer break, like a nursery school. Like nursery school, we have a summer break for Supreme Court, right?
And now they're all quiet. DK is quiet. Manojit is quiet.
Not happy with the police state.
And let me ask you, Tanveer, let me ask you, taking the discussion forward with Savio and Tanveer, one at a time, please. My question is, where were all the bleeding hearts when Malegaon Additional District Collector Yashwant Sonavane was killed for taking on the oil mafia in Maharashtra? 16 people were injured during the raids in 2011. And do you think those who killed the 2 sadhus in Palghar were anything but the mafia? Were they anything but the mafia?
The bleeding hearts.
Bleeding hearts? When the coal mafia was orchestrating clashes in West Bengal, where was the bleeding heart?
The bleeding hearts will bleed every time. Whether a crime is committed by any political
Absolutely
party,
not.
Bleeding heart would definitely bleed.
No,
it's not nothing secular, nothing secular, nothing communal about it.
Human rights are only applicable to the criminals.
Savio, I think you need to really leave journalism. You need to become a spokesperson of BJP. You are speaking like a spokesperson of BJP, not like a journalist, not like a responsible journalist. You have to really sometime rise above.
Savio is responding. Tanveer, 1 minute.
Spokesperson of India, not BJP. Tell me, when the human rights, did they stand up for Ramalingam? Did they stand up for any of the Hindus that were murdered? Did they stand up for any of the innocents that were killed? They only stand up for those who are criminals. They only stand up for those that are politically
Tanveer.
Human rights activism in India is a sham.
Arnab, whether it is a crime committed by BJP, SP, JDS, Congress, a bleeding heart would bleed. That is a bleeding heart, and that's a bleeding heart which bleeds for India. Not people like Savio, who only talks for their political masters. His political master is nothing but BJP.
Your response to him is personal. Is making your response to him is personal, and it is not a professional or a debate response. I'll tell you one thing, viewers. One more thing we need to think about. Listen. The political class of political parties don't think twice before dropping members, but one class they never let go of, Zafar, are gangsters. Samajwadi Party sacks Shahid Siddiqui, but it keeps Azam Khan. Samajwadi Party sacks Ompal Nehra, but it keeps Atiq Ahmed. BSP sacks Bahadur Singh, but it keeps Mukhtar Ansari. TMC sacks Sikha Mishra, but it keeps Chatradhar Mahato. Congress sacks Aditi Singh, but it doesn't sack the people who are linked to the mafia. My question is, why is the mafia so important to them? I'm giving innumerable examples. None of you are being allowed to do it. Which other country allows the proliferation of the mafia like we do? Zafar,
let me complete.
Zafar and Ratan.
Listen to me and then reply.
I'm listening.
Listen to me.
I'm listening.
Arnab, your original idea about expose mafia politics. This mafia politics originally was given birth by the Congress party. It started in 70s, and in those days BJP was not even born. BJP came into existence in 1980. You take the whole Gujarat, the proliferation of mafia in Mumbai in the 70s, the 80s. You know, in the 70s, when we had not even heard, there were several of them, I don't want to name. And in those days, who was the party? In UP. So actually this birth was given by Congress party, and then it continued. And this dangerous nexus of politicians, criminals and police, until it is not destroyed totally, I don't think we'll see.
And how will it be destroyed?
And I have no.
And how will it be destroyed? Tell me, give me a way.
Of the world are killed. They need, they need to be killed. They need to be killed, because if Vikas Dubey would have been arrested, he would have spent 20 years in jail. He would run
Tanveer and Zafar.
Cell. He would run his everything within.
Take a bail.
In the
he would
jail.
Take a bail.
I think these people need to be killed.
Do these people know?
Are you justifying
that Gulshan Kumar's murderer?
Now that you live in India, you don't live in Saudi Arabia.
Out of jail for 22
Zafar
years.
Saab, you live in India, you don't live in Saudi Arabia. India is run by democracy, India is run by constitution, not by Saudi Arabia. What are you talking, Zafar bhai? Are you saying that every criminal needs to be really killed on the street? Extrajudicial killing? You are a BJP supporter. Are you supporting that? This is really crime. I think Zafar Saab need to apologize. I don't expect this answer from you. You are a learned man, Zafar Saab.
No. Don't
Zafar.
Don't tell me all this. Don't tell me all this. They are running their businesses from the jail. Have you stopped that? Have you stopped that businesses which are being run from the cell of the jail? Are you going to stop that? What about the business which is being run in the jail? You never do that.
Zafar साहब बोल रहे हैं कि जितने भी बीजेपी के नॉन सपोर्टर क्रिमिनल्स हैं, बीजेपी के सपोर्टर क्रिमिनल्स हैं, उनको बीजेपी मार देगी. ये इंडिया है, ये सऊदी अरेबिया नहीं है.
80 साल से चल रहा है.
ये
Zafar.
इंडिया में आपने क्या किया? आपने बेंगलोर में क्या किया? आपने वो मुसलमानों के 4,000 करोड़ रुपए आपका आदमी लूट कर चला गया. आप ही लोग उसको सपोर्ट कर रहे थे. गरीब मुसलमानों के 4,000 करोड़ रुपए वो लूट कर चला गया. आपके बेंगलोर में आपने क्या किया? आप ही उसको सपोर्ट कर रहे थे. आप ही उसके पैसे लेकर उसको दुबई भेजते.
आपको बताता हूं मैं, आईएमए वाले को पकड़कर लेके आने वाला जेडीएस का सीएम एचडी कुमारस्वामी है. एचडी कुमारस्वामी के सीएम के रहते वक्त इंटेलिजेंस ने अमर कुमार पांडे के साथ लेकर आए. अमर कुमार पांडे
ला के नहीं, वो गरीबों के पैसे दिलवाओ. ये नाटक मत करो. ये नाटक जेल में भेजने का मत करो.
यहाँ पर
नाटक कर रहे हो. पैसे दिलवाओ. सब बात छोड़ो. पैसे दिलवाए आपने, नाटक कर रहे हो आप। ये जेल में डालोगे, नाटक करवाओगे, 10 साल के बाद वो निकल जाएगा और वो गरीब मुसलमानों के पैसे जो वो खा के बैठा है वो आप ही लोग ले लोगे उससे। और वो आया सामने 2-2, 5-5 करोड़ रुपए आप ही लोग ले रहे थे।
आपको प्रॉब्लम है, हम चोर को पकड़ते हैं, आप अभी हुकूमत में हो,
अरे पैसे लाओ ना, ये सब छोड़ो, अरे लाए वो छोड़ो, पैसे वो गरीबों के पैसे दिलवाओ, वो गरीबों के पैसे दिलवाओ, वो काम करो, ये नाटक मत करो।
आपकी हुकूमत है भैया, आपकी हुकूमत है, कांग्रेस की हुकूमत में भाग जाता है, बीजेपी की हुकूमत में या पकड़ा जाता है, हम लेकर आते हैं और सवाल हमसे
अरे लेकर आए क्या, पैसे दो ना, वो गरीबों के पैसे दिलवाओ।
शुक्रमंद करना चाहिए, कुमार स्वामी का शुक्र अदा कीजिए कि वो लेकर आए।
अरे वो छोड़ो ना।
No, we've reached a interesting point in the debate. Viewers, may I just say that the specific example being referred to in the course of that discussion between Zafar Sareshwala and Tanveer Ahmed is about the looting of thousands of members of the Muslim community in Karnataka in the name of somebody who created a fund and then bolted away with the money. The point being made by Zafar Sareshwala is that if somebody goes away with the money, the case will go nowhere. The poor people who have been gypped in this whole scam will lose their money and the politicians will make up with the mafia, and that's going to be the end of it. But the more controversial comment that was made here by Zafar Sareshwala is that those who rule by the gun should be killed by the gun. That is a specific point made here. In response to which Tanveer said that we are a democracy, we are not Saudi Arabia, we can't enforce the laws like that. I'd like to know from members of the panel today, where do you stand on it? Shantanu seems to also believe if you rule by the gun, you should be killed by the gun. And everything else is seen to be extrajudicial here. By people like Tanveer, DK Giri, Manaswi, say rule of law, you're violating the rule of law. You're breaking the premise of the Constitution. You're becoming a law unto yourself. Shantanu, have a straight debate. Since you've come to the nub of the issue, have a debate on that. This is the issue on which people are divided.
I'm all for...
One minute, because there was a large constituency of people who were celebrating after the encounter as well of Vikas Dubey. 1 minute. Yeah, Shantanu. Shantanu first.
I'm all for rule for law, but there are 3.6 crore cases pending. Manasvi, just give me a minute.
Manasvi, let Shantanu complete.
Manasvi, just give me.
We are not a lawless society.
I'm all rule for the law. I'm all rule for law, but then there are 3.3 crore cases pending in the court.
It was the manifesto of
Manasvi, 1 minute, yaar, he is completing his point, please.
17 page number 5. They are written, na gunda raj, na bhrashtachar.
ठीक है.
Shantanu bhai, let me make my point. Please, Shantanu ji, you are a learned man. Please let me make a point. This is about India. This is not about BJP, Congress or any other party. So when you are in power, your party is in power, which is the maximum number of seats you have. The only question which I have to you is, why don't we create a law wherein we end the criminals in parliament? But we are not creating a law. On the contrary, BJP is bringing more criminals in the party. From 2014 to 2019, 26% of MPs of BJP have increased in their criminal record. That is not what India we want. We want an India of inclusive, clean
Thank you. You made your point. I'd like to come back to the moot issue on the natures of the encounter, and there are some people who believe that the judicial process takes too long, and eventually, thank you Manasvi, thanks yaar. Thanks man. That eventually they say that we've not seen Azam Khan, Atiq Ahmed, Mukhtar Ansari, none of these people actually face justice, and they said that they even run their mafia operations from jail. And hence, there are some people who believe in summary executions out here. Shantanu, please. Shantanu.
Arnab, when lawyers were defending the police fellows of Punjab police after the insurgency, you know, right? Insurgency, Punjab insurgency. Lot of policemen faced a lot of human rights cases, and even lawyers like KTS Tulsi. When they defended the policemen in the court, you know what they said? There are only two types of cops. There are only two types of cops: a quick cop or a dead cop. You can't intellectualize on the street. And when 3.3 crore cases are pending in the courts, do we have a belief on the courts? If you bring like a transparent system like NJAC, they discard it. Do we have faith left on the courts if the courts are acting like this? How many nexuses have we found out? In last 70 years, how many nexus have we found out by capturing these mafias? They say,
The encounter is genuine. We have no issue in supporting that. But when the very facts and circumstances of the encounter raise suspicion, we do have the right to question. The facts and the circumstances of this particular encounter do raise suspicion. That is the problem. Had it been a genuine encounter, no problem. We can have. But again, Shantanu, with the ending of the criminals, crime doesn't end. That is also the issue.
Dubey, with his might and money, would have been running his politics from the jail.
Not just the criminals. Yes, it is also possible.
Otherwise, Vikas Dubey would have been running his politics from the jail, the way Lalu Prasad Yadav is running.
Shantanu, how do you solve the issue of this bigger nexus, the bigger problem of the nexus? How do we end this nexus? Please, let's discuss that. Why the people who are sitting in the panel, most of them are extremely articulate person, but barring one or two, nobody is actually directly linked to a political party. Why are we not coming into politics?
Arnab, in 2019 election, I was very happy. I was sitting in a studio. You know why I was sad when Narendra Modi was becoming the Prime Minister? Why I was sad? Because Manoj Sinha lost. Because you know Manoj Sinha lost to whom? Manoj Sinha lost to Afzal Ansari. And I was very sad. Manoj Sinha is an IIT BHU graduate. Amazing administrator, amazing politician. He lost to whom? Afzal Ansari, brother of Mukhtar Ansari from BSP. And the people,
yes, that is the bigger problem.
People will not talk about it.
That is the most dangerous problem of our democracy.
That doesn't come under the narrative.
But is the answer to that encounters? That's the question to you. Is the answer to that encounters? You said just right now, you made a comment which can be seen to be controversial. You said that in your view, Vikas Dubey is where he should be.
That is
you said
suspicious.
Vikas Dubey is where he should be.
He would have been there anyway after the judgment. He would have been there anyways.
No. But you. No. 1 minute. Just a minute. Are you saying that because you think that as per the judicial system in some months or years he would have been anyway getting capital punishment, and hence you speeded up the process? Is that what you're saying?
Maybe in 30 years or 20 years.
No. You are saying you're speeding up the process. Isn't that classically taking the law into your own hands? You're saying your point being that in pursuit of a no 1 minute. It's an interesting point, but it needs to be debated. Your point being in pursuit of the larger agenda of removing criminals from politics and mafia from politics. Incidents in which you have to take the law into your own hands are justifiable. This seems to be the nub of your argument. So Shantanu, if that is your argument, you should be willing to stand up for it. You can't dodge it.
No, I'm coming to that. I'm saying it's very
We
easy
gave Kasab also a trial. To that a counter I would give. Ratan Sharda is on the debate. Yes, please, everyone. To which I would say that we even gave Kasab a trial for the purpose of debate. 1 minute. Everyone. Shantanu, 1 minute. Ratan Sharda.
And that is the fascinating.
I want to ask, how do you break the nexus?
How do you break the nexus, Tanvi?
Of Nirbhaya. Don't shout. It's very serious. It's very serious.
It's a serious.
How do you break the nexus when the rapist of Nirbhaya gets suing machine from the Chief Minister of Delhi? He is not punished. He comes out in the name of juvenile justice. He gets a suing machine from the Chief Minister of Delhi, who has been crying aloud for justice for the rape victim. Is this how to break the nexus? And the murderer of Gulshan Kumar runs away from bail, takes 20 years to come back and arrest. Does that give you justice?
As I told Zafar Sareshwala that India is not...
No, it has. No. The point being, Tanvi, a minute. Ratan Sharda's point is, Tanvi, let me paraphrase that.
Let me complete the argument.
Okay, complete
Let me complete the argument. The encounter has been done by every political party. I have given the names: Rajasthan Congress, Maharashtra Congress, Delhi Congress, Andhra TDP and Congress, UP, SP, BSP, Manipur opposition party, Assam Congress party at that time 2013, West Bengal Communist Congress party, Jharkhand different party, every party has used encounter to alienate people. Bombay is a best example. 1980 onwards, YC Pawar, Ribeiro, now Parambir ji, who is the current police commissioner known as the expert in encounter. Do you think they are all doing illegal? They are not doing illegal business. They are trying to chase the criminals and the criminals tries to go away.
Okay, Ratan Sharda.
But you will speak.
Ratan Sharda, since we are in the last 8 minutes of the debate, since we are in the last, since we are in the last 8 minutes of the debate, and we've come to some very strong points. Zafar wants to respond to you. Zafar wants to respond to you. Let Zafar respond to you. Let Zafar respond to you. Zafar.
Give me. Yeah, I want to respond. Yeah.
Zafar wants to respond.
Please. I'll give me 10 seconds. Yeah. Arnab,
Here to commit suicide.
Arnab, I'll give you an example. I'm not saying.
How did the chapter?
I'm saying. Just listen to me. What I'm saying is, Arnab, I have an example. We had a don in Ahmedabad called Latif. He was in jail, and from the jail he was running his empire. He was ordering murders. Then the Congress government in 1997 brought him out and killed him. People were so happy.
Tanvi.
Now, he would have been in trial. He was going through the courts, but he was running parallel government from the jail.
Yeah.
This is what happens with dreaded dons. They are in the jail, and from the jail they run their empire.
So 1 minute. So 1 minute. Appoint you, Tanvi. Tanvi responds to you. Tanvi responds to you. Let's keep it quick.
Or you have a fast track court and bring
Arnab, rather than having judicial reforms, political reforms, electoral reforms, we are coming here and talking so anti-democracy, saying that we are going to kill a person whom we can't really give a trial. What we need to do is we need to expedite the trial.
Anila.
We need to put them behind bars. We need to hang them rather than law taking its own course. Killing this, I absolutely don't appreciate.
Anila is responding. Anila, please. Yeah. Anila, I think Anila was responding. Thank you.
Tanveer, first of all, I hope you understand what encounter is. Encounter is always in a reaction when police force is being attacked by the criminals. So police reacts and encounter happens, and in an encounter, people can be killed from both the sides. Nobody is justifying here.
And also when a bad story is created, scripted by a person who doesn't understand, like what happened with Vikas Dubey, it was scripted, it was enacted. There are so many flaws in it.
Tanveer, thanks. Let her complete. Okay. So here's one point I want to make at this stage. Since I've been listening to all of you, we have 5 minutes on the debate. I want to make it very focused in the last 5 minutes. Please. Anila, allow me a minute. Anila, you don't want to make specific points, because if you make specific points, I'll make so many specific points against you. Pratik Som, I have a specific question to you. 1 minute. You say that you have implemented laws to handle the mafia. Let me ask you, if you have implemented laws after coming to power, how is it that even during the lockdown, 1 crore bottles, 10 million bottles of Indian-made foreign liquor and country-made liquor went missing from godowns and stores of liquor vends in Haryana during the lockdown? If you have a liquor policy in place and there is no liquor mafia, why is it that despite the lockdown, the liquor shops, distillery and bottling plants were allowed to operate by the state government? If you have a liquor policy in place and there is no liquor mafia, then tell me, why did excise department officials issue 426 permits and COVID-19 passes for the movement of trucks on March 26th, a day after the government officially sealed all liquor vends as well as the godowns? If you don't have a liquor mafia in place, why is it that INLD MLA Abhay Singh Chautala accused you of government of giving drug and liquor smugglers political patronage? So please don't open your mouth. If you want to ask specific questions, I'll really pulverize you back with specific questions. You'll not be able to answer. My question is different, Pratik. You can come on the broader debate.
I can reply on that.
No, you can't reply. You can't reply.
Yes.
You can't reply, Pratik. You have to introspect, not reply.
No, I'll tell you. The state government, the ministry under JJP is the complainant in the FIR. We have ensured that the arrests are made and the due investigation is happening.
We are not saying that we need to have a clean political system.
See, let me complete. See, I tell you the very specific input I want to make. If we are talking about the mafia politics, we should not forget the CLU gang mafia which operated in Gurgaon and Manesar, and the innocent farmers, their lands were grabbed, the CLUs were done and were given to the big builders. It was all done under the Congress regime. It was the biggest CLU mafia politics which Haryana has ever seen. After coming to power, there is a stoppage.
A minute, please. A minute. There are only 2-3 minutes on the debate. There are only 2-3 minutes on the debate. Okay, so here's...
Just listen to my argument.
No, one second. No, that's not the question. I don't want to discuss Haryana in particular. Please give me a minute, please. I'm asking you something else, Pratik. I'm asking you something else, Pratik. 1 minute, Manasvi, be quiet. Pratik, something else. See, listen. Pratik. Louder, please, everyone's audio, and can I make my point, please? 1 minute. A minute. A point here is this. That, you see, no other country tolerates a mafia neta nexus like India. Shantanu feels we need to do a shortcut. Some people believe that we should go by the rule of law. Is there a midway? You know, in Italy, ahead of the European elections, the Italian Prime Minister sacked a populist leader who had ties with the Sicilian mafia. In India, before an election, we see gangsters being brought in, not removed.
People have to be inducted into politics.
Pardon me?
The only way, no midway.
What did you say?
The only way is to bring in the good people into politics.
How will good people come into politics? Can we be tough like Bangladesh? Savio.
Parties get better people.
I can't because I don't have the money. Only there are electoral
Savio, quickly.
If the political parties bring about clean people, educated people, and not criminals, then will the nature of politics in India stop. That is where it will start. It has to start with a political party. All of them are wrong. BJP, Congress, TMC, all of them. Do they have the courage to put clean, educated people in politics instead of criminals?
Yes.
And Tanveer, you need to understand one thing.
Arnab, in Germany, if you are not a PhD, you can't contest election. In Germany, if you are not
No. One second. It's not about a PhD. It's not about a PhD. In Japan, in October 2012, the Japanese Minister of Justice, Keishu Tanaka, was forced to resign after his ties with Japanese mafia Yakuza were uncovered. In India, for Arun Gowli, politics is a retirement option. Politics is a retirement option in India. So we can't compare Japan to India yet.
I agree with Savio.
Yeah, Tanveer agrees with Savio for the first time. Tanveer. Yes, Tanveer.
I agree with Mr. Savio said, but I think we need to have clean, good image people. Education is not important. Education is not degree. But clean image people without any criminal record.
Very nice. I want to ask you a question.
Done nothing.
Okay, I want to ask you a question. Since you're speaking such goody stuff,
yes,
I want to ask you a question. Shantanu is on the debate with you. 1 minute. Good, all good things. You know, Tanveer. Tanveer, spreading of roses. Tanveer, tell me, since 2003, 3.04 crore metric tons of iron were shipped out of the country without legal permits and licenses in Karnataka. Wasn't the JDS and the Congress in power from 2004 to 7?
No, silent. 2004 I think it was only Congress which was in power. We were not the part of the government.
Okay, and tell me, the Supreme Court ordered the suspension of 19 mining licenses issued under the JDS rule after a central empowered committee revealed large-scale violations and persistence of illegal mining. Why did that happen? See, Tanveer, you're coming as a spokesperson saying goody stuff doesn't make a difference. On the ground, you're doing something else. You want me to tell you about the Arak Mafia?
Absolutely.
Arak Mafia in northern districts of Karnataka? Listen. What is there to say? Into July 2007, Congress was in power, your party. Your partner, huge mafia of a substance called Arak, operated in the northern districts of your state. You don't know? Your party formed an alliance after that. Did you say, no, we will not join hands with the mafia? No. As long as it's power, we'll join hands with anyone. There you are. You don't have a reply. There you are. See, when I ask specific questions, nobody has a reply. Ratan Sharda, no reply.
You're accusing Kumar
I'm not accusing, I'm observing.
And absolutely, it has no.
I think I've now overshot time.
Absolutely, Kumaraswamy or Devegowda or my party supremo is accused of nothing. Absolutely nothing. But yesterday I agreed. There are certain criminals even in our political party. We need to clean. I would really definitely request.
What we need in politics, a little bit of honesty of moral. A simple point is the political parties need to be little honest, ethically, morally. Forget about the finances. Even ethically, morally, when Tanveer comes and speaks about all the great things, but they don't behave that way, lies the problem. The problem lies that we speak something, behave something differently. Unless we are honest and want to kill the entire mafia nexus with the politicians, it will not happen. You can come on TV debates, speak good words, but you will also take them in your laps because you need their money, you need their muscle power to fight elections.
Otherwise, they become
TV
stronger and better and greater India.
Well, this discussion has been.
We need to really kick off criminals from across the parties.
This discussion has been very useful. Tanveer, I'll only tell you one thing. Our neighboring countries have done so much. No. You see, okay. One sec. Vandana wants to make a point. Vandana.
We need to give power to police.
Yes, Arnavji. I just want to make a last point. Criminal is a criminal. Let's not look at him from the prism of caste, creed, religion. And BJP is in power today. They should try and clean up this political system out here rather than sitting there and indulging into blame game. And what happened in Kanpur, it was a caste war. This guy, Vikas Dubey, was treated by his village people and around the village as somebody who was helping them with their problems. Obviously, there was a failure of the system.
Please don't bring a caste angle into a mafia issue, Anila.
Guys, their party mindset is being spoken by Mrs. Vandana Singh. See, these are very philosophical things, Mrs. Vandana Singh. What you are saying, you are far away from the reality. I will tell you what the reality is. There is absolutely no doubts about it. If we talk about politics in our country, it is so much infested by criminals. It is so difficult to remove these criminals from the politics until or unless.
Important question what we are facing today in Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh is criminalized completely, and police is used to oppress the opposition voices. That's what the BJP is doing.
Well, I wonder who Vikas Dubey was emancipating. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a very interesting debate. I will only say at the end that we need to look at what's happened in Bangladesh and Sri Lanka closer home as well. I'll end with the example of Sri Lanka. Right after an underworld gang leader was arrested, the state intelligence formulated a list of his ties with 80 politicians across political parties. It was made public. Can we not make these kind of lists public in India? And finally, let me end with the example of Bangladesh. In Bangladesh, a ruling party politician was arrested in a state-ordered crackdown on his links to the underworld. Why can't ruling parties in India, including the BJP, do the same thing? This is just food for thought. But if we want the next generation of Indian politicians to come in from educated, professional, passionate and nationalistic backgrounds, we will first have to tackle the problem of the mafia nexus with the netas. Thank you for joining me on the Sunday debate today. I shall see you tomorrow sharp at 9 p.m. For now, goodbye.